Turn it up, it's time to go. NaPodPoMo steals the show. 30 days of something new. On call for just for you. Every word, every line. Racing hearts, it's our time. This podcast is uncalled for. Open the door, hear what's in store. NaPodPoMo, it's a blast. Hit play and let the fun last. A mic, a dream, a spark of fire. Ideas climbing higher, higher. Day by day we're pushing through. All for this moment, just for you. This podcast is uncalled for. Open the door, hear what's in store. NaPodPoMo, it's a blast. Hit play and let the fun last. This podcast is uncalled for. NaPodPoMo, forevermore. Let's go, let's go. Hear the roar and die for we all adore. This podcast is uncalled for. Open the door, hear what's in store. NaPodPoMo, it's a blast. Hit play and let the fun last.
All right, good morning, everybody. So we're on day 21 of this. Today's gonna be a big day, so prepare to see a lot of videos from me today. Especially from Planet Anime. If I'd start today with this from Apple, give you some idea of the type of competition we face in the podcasting world. So we have Apple Podcasts unveils the most popular shows and trends of 2025. So podcast trends. They're going to give us this on top shows, top new shows. So top shows most popular, period, based on their listenership. Top new shows. What do you have based on shows released in 2025? Most followed shows. So shows again, here's visitors' most shared shows and top channels. That is pretty cool. So I share this just to give you folks some information on what all happens in the podcasting world. All right, so top shows. Number one should surprise nobody. If you're in podcasting, it's Joe Rogan. Number two, The Daily. Number three, the Mel Robbins podcast. Number four, Crime Junkie. Number five, Dateline NBC. So this is an example of a mainstream show on TV that releases their content in podcast form, which has been going on since the beginning of podcasting. Smartless, number six. Number seven, Call Her Daddy. Number eight, This American Life on NPR. Number nine, Huberman Lab. And number 10, The Ezra Klein Show. Top news shows, which we would not have qualified for anyway because we started in 2019. Top news shows, number one, Good Hang with Amy Poehler. Should be funny. Number two, this is a show I listen to. It's Not Gonna Lie with Kylie Kelsey, where she refers to New Heights as the other podcast. Number three, Deadly Mirage. Number four, Blink Jake Handel's story. Number five, Murder in the Midnight Moonlight. Why is it? Number six, Devil in the Desert. Number seven, What Happens to Holly Bobo. Number eight, Cold-Blooded Murder in Alaska. Number nine, Unicorn Girl. And number 10, The Best People with Nicole Wallace. So, yep. And I believe all these shows, in some way, shape, or form, have uh, the backing of the more mainstream media outlets. I could, of course, be wrong. So, or celebrity backing, or so both of which we lack. So, top series. So, number one, the telepathy tapes. Number two, the binge cases. Number three, Daily Mirage. Number four, Blink, Jake Handel's story. Number five, Dateline Originals, NBC. Number six, Murder in the Moonlight. Number seven, Serial. Number eight, Three. Number nine, Devil in the Desert. And number 10, Counter Clock. All right. The top episodes of this year. So number one is the telepathy tapes, unveiling the hidden world of telepathic communication in a silenced community. Uh, Feel free to check these out if you want. So, number two, Crime Junkie murders the Feeney family. Number three, definitely check out its New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce, the Taylor Swift episode. 24 million views on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, and that has been a very enjoyable listen, particularly while it's driving. So happy for those two, by the way. Number four, Joe Rogan, 22, 23, Elmo. Number five, The Daily Trump again. We call him Donnie, of course, here because he hasn't earned my respect. So, in fact, he has earned my contempt completely. So, uh, number six, Blink, Jake Handel's story, Blink. Number seven, Deadly Mirage, Death in the High Desert. Number eight, Smart List, Amy Poehler. Number nine, Good Hang with Amy Poehler, Tina Fey. So, so 8, 9, both Amy Poehlers. And number 10, Murder in the Moonlight in Cold Blood. Most shared shows. Number one, the telepathy tapes. Number two, the Mel Robbins podcast. Number three, Sold a Story. Number four, Blink, Jake Handel's story. Number five, The Bible in a Year with Father Mike Schmitz. Okay, good job by you, Father. Number six, The Daily. Number seven, Huberman Lab. Number eight, The Bible Recap. Number nine, Scamanda. And number 10, The Ezra Klein Show. Most shared episodes. So, number one, the Mel Robbins podcast, The Body Reset, How Women Should Eat and Exercise for Health, Fat Loss, and Energy. Number two, The Telepathy Files, unveiling the hidden world of telepathic communication in a silenced community. Number three, The Ezra Klein Show, Don't Believe Him. Number four, The Sean Riley Show. Number 163, Gary Brecka, Biohacking Secrets to Longevity, Aging Myths, and the Science of Nutrition. Number five, The Peter Attia Drive, Women's Sexual Health, Menopause, and Hormone Replacement Therapy, HRT, with Rachel Rubin, MD. I'm going to pause here when I was putting out a call for more guests for this 10th season. I was actually approached about menopause. Probably not a topic I would be comfortable um, discussing, especially because I will never experience that myself. Uh, so, thank you for your interest, but probably not a subject we'll be discussing. That and near-death experiences you won't be hearing about here. Got your line somewhere, folks. Number 6, Joe Rogan. Number 2294 with Dr. Suzanne Humphreys. Number 7, The Weekly Show with Jon Stewart. Trump won. What now? With Heather Cox Richardson. Number 8, The Daily, The Secret Power of Siblings. Number 9, On Purpose with Jay Shetty. Mel Robbins, How to Use the Let Them Theory, a life-changing mindset hack that 15 million people can't stop talking about. And number 10, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, Mary Claire Haver on menopause. Most followed shows, number 1 is the Mel Robbins podcast. Number 2, Joe Rogan. Number 3, Good Hang with Amy Poehler. Number 4, the dude whose mention could get me killed. Number 5, Kylie Kelsey. Not gonna lie. I am no longer the most watched episode of that other podcast, and I'm happy about it. Number 6, The Telepathy Files. Number 7, The Midas Touch podcast. So, yay for progressive politics. Number 8, The Sean Ryan Show. Number 9, Call Her Daddy. Number 10, The Daily. Most subscribed shows. Number 1, The Daily. Number 2, Apple News Plus narrated. Number 3, The Ezra Klein Show. Number 4, Unicorn Girl. Number 5, Morbid. Number 6, Extra Sensory. Number 7, Dateline NBC. Number 8, Scamtown. Number 9, Big Time. And number 10, New York Times narrated. And top channels, these will be outlets from which to download your podcasts and everything. Number 1, Sirius XM Podcasts. Number 2, Wondery. Number 3, iHeart Podcasts. If you have the iHeart app, you can find us there. I guarantee you that. That's the app I use to listen to the podcast myself. Number 4, New York Times. Number 5, Audio Chuck. Number 6, Dateline NBC. Number 7, Dear Media. Number 8, Cumulus Podcast Network. Number 9, Odyssey, formerly radio.com. And number 10, Vox Media Podcast Network. So good job out of all those podcasts. I would hope we join that list sometime. I'm not getting my hopes up. We're just a small operation here. Just do what we can. So, all right. All right, so I very stupidly decided to do a delivery and wound up in effing Grandview, way out of the way of where I need to be for just getting the streetcar to Bartle. And this squeak just developed. It just came up just a little bit ago. Much like the computer yesterday, it's still fucked up. So I'm going to shut up now and let you hear the squeak. essentially come from this tire or something. Could be the bearing coming from this. I don't know. That'll be another thing I let my mechanic know about. So, use even more money down the empty tubes. Still trying to pay off the engine. Okay, we're gonna start now. Okay, I went away for a little bit. I say a little bit because there's the noise again. But it was definitely noticeable when I was doing the delivery. I could hear it from outside the car. It was really annoying. Shit. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Hopefully it's just a temporary thing. But I will bring it to my mechanic's attention, and that's going to have to wait till tomorrow, obviously. But and next time you see me, it will likely be to get on a streetcar to Bartle. Yeah, you're hearing this, right? You're hearing that, right? So I'm at the plaza stop now for the streetcar. So there should be a northbound one arriving. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, that squeak did kind of abate on the drive up here. It's still noticeable. I'll still tell my mechanic about it when I see him next. Get on this thing, and camera is right here for today. And don't have to start until 1, but here we are, and here we are.
find an anime. I am in you. One last thing to top it off. Credentials. And if you are going to be at Planet Anime today, until today only, I'm here until about 5. So hope to see you here. Yeah, I gotta show you guys this. Awesome. Alright. Here's a view out. This is the trench at 670. The plan is to basically put a park over this, basically turn this trench into a tunnel, have a park on top, so that's pretty cool. And I believe, yeah, that's Kelsey and Mahomes' restaurant right there. So, cool. Alright, how's everybody doing this morning? So we're on a good numbered day for me, 22. So 22 I kind of think that is my identifying number, 22. Yeah, on the 22nd day we're doing this. I guess I could talk about how 22 came into my life. It's very simple. When I started playing high school football, I was assigned the jersey number 22, and it's stuck. It has stuck. So that is my lucky number. So, 22, because I was in American football, folks. They don't. I guess there's still rules to what jersey number you can't wear depending on your position. But at the time, and we're still talking high school. We're still talking high school here, but the rules were very similar in terms of linemen were 50 through 79. Period. But it used to go something like this, because the NFL screwed up their own rule on this. You used to be able to easily identify a player by their number. So 1 through 19, that was reserved for quarterbacks and kickers, including punters. A 10 through 19 could have gone to a receiver if there weren't any 80s available. Right? And then 20 through 49 was running backs and defensive backs. And I was technically playing more. When I started, it was specifically to be a defensive back. Only later was I platooned to being a wide receiver. But as a defensive back, anything in the 20s is totally acceptable. So 20s, 30s, 40s, those were your backs, both running backs and defensive backs. 40s could have been assigned to tight ends. 50 through 59, those are linebackers and centers specifically. 60 through 79, that's all offensive linemen, and defensive linemen could wear those numbers too. 80 through 89, that's your receivers and tight ends, and 90 through 99, those are all defensive players. Your defensive linemen and your linebackers could wear the 90s. So, and then they decided to fuck everything up. So now we're seeing a lot of guys with zeros. We're seeing receivers with single digits. We're seeing kickers with high numbers. It's ridiculous, but high school was a little more simplistic. Just if you didn't wear anything in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, anything goes. Right? But no, like I said, I was just assigned 22. I wanted to be 21 because that was prime time. Deion Sanders, Coach Pride now, but that number was already taken by my good friend Mr. Brett Casson, who has a standing invite to do the podcast. In fact, Brett had a birthday just last month, and I posted, "Hey, I'd like to be on the podcast," and you have my contact info. You've had my contact info for years because I haven't changed my phone number in 25 years. So yeah, that invitation absolutely still stands. As for guys who've been on the podcast that played football, Big C, Carl Fletcher was 31. Jared Feldman, friend of the podcast and listed as co-host now, was 42. And GA Grand Adams was 81. And they played for the most part, the positions I'm talking about here. Carl was a running back and linebacker. GA was a wideout and linebacker, and Jared did wideout and corner. So I thought that was pretty cool to share. Now, already today I got a podcast interview in the can. Just got edited and posted to Libsyn. So look for part of our 10th season, an interview with Mandy Alexis. It was great. We talked about recovery and finding the essence of being human. It's a great conversation. Turned out she's Canadian, so the third Canadian guest I've had, but based out of Nicaragua. So we can knock out Canada, of course. We can knock out the Netherlands for the hockey out. Tamra, who we'll see in season 10 as well, is in Honduras, and now this guest in Nicaragua. So lots of outreach outside the United States. I'm loving it. And I just got done scheduling brake work for this car. I just need to get rid of I need to start using those points. And I asked them, hey, could you address that fucking GPS thing or this squeaking? So I thought, look at the squeaking, but they can't do anything for GPS. I think that'd be a dealership thing, or once Stu's money comes in, we'll pay off the engine debt and probably use a little more of that to address our GPS situation, whether it's go through the dealership, get to the dealership, have them F with it, or just get a new car radio setup. Hey, Best Buy. All right, gonna try to get some bagels and head to the office. So, and expecting to be a easygoing day. Should just be free play today, and that's about it. Okay, so I'm here at the club, and this is a good public service announcements. When you're leaving a chess club, all your boards should look like this, completely set up. This, no. No, this is unacceptable. So this is a good opportunity. If you are watching, I'll show you how to set up a board. And if you are not, then follow along with my voice. So as you can see, these boards are annotated. Say if your files, your A file, B file, all the way to H, and then you have your ranks, first rank, second rank, all the way up to 8. Now, if you don't have these ranks and files, how you know the board's being set up properly? We say white on the right, so make sure that square H1 closest to your right hand is white. All right. Part 1. Part 2, and it says with the annotation, first and second rank is where white will always set up, because white always goes first. 7 and 8 is where black sets up. Now, let's set up. So we got our rook, knight, bishop on both sides. So rook, knight, bishop. And this is the other. Queen always goes on her color, so which happens to be the D file. So D1 and D8 for black. And then the king goes on the opposite color. You can tell which one's which. The king is always taller and usually has the cross on top. The queen is shorter and usually doesn't have a cross. And then, of course, all your pawns go there. And we'll do the same thing for black. So we go rook, knight, bishop, queen on her color, then the king, bishop, knight, and rook, and then all your pawns in front. All right, that is how you properly set up a chessboard. And whoever did not set up my board, please set the boards up properly next time, so that I don't have to do it. All right. So I'm going to get water for the club now because we are out. And might take along with, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, how's everybody doing today? So, clearly I need to clean this thing, but yeah, we got about another week of this. Got to talk with the nieces and nephew, because I don't get to talk to them all that much. They've been down in Oklahoma, and me being up here. So it sounds like are we back? Yeah. So Penny, the oldest, will she's gonna be in high school next year. That's hard for me to believe. She's 13 now. If what I'm hearing is correct, she'll be 17 when she graduates. That's younger than the rest of us. But more importantly, it sounds like she's enjoying acting. Basically playing the villain in a play she's in right now. So, but the important thing is she likes doing it. And I told her, yeah, you can continue acting forever, and that is true to a degree. You know, if you want to do it professionally, then there are only certain cities that you can do it in. Anywhere else, you will need another job. So, one of the things you learn the hard way, folks, and that applies to crew as well. Video shops do exist that they have dedicated crews that can do this 24/7, and of course TV stations. But the rest of us, we rely on doing other things like teaching chess or doing DoorDash or doing this podcast. Even though, let's be honest, I'm not making money on this podcast much. Well, I am a little bit now because we now do the advertising. I just looked last night, and so far with the ads, we haven't cracked even $5 yet. So we're averaging about a little over $1 a month. So, and that's fine. But the important thing is I like doing it, and the important thing for Penny that I want her to know is it's okay for her to just like doing it. Just have fun with it. You know, and you can have fun with it as an adult too. Grayson sounds like he's doing good at baseball, and was talking about multiplying fractions. Grayson's 10 now, by the way, and multiplying fractions, which is a very useful skill to have. All right, so I'm glad they're teaching that. But he's enjoying playing baseball too. So I know he really likes playing first base, but apparently he's one of the best players on his team. So they asked him to do the pitching as well. So that's pretty cool. And it sounds like he's a Dodger fan now. Okay, I'll keep my fucking mouth shut about the goddamn Dodgers around him. But Dodgers and Yankees. Those are Dodgers, Yankees, White Sox. Those are the teams I really can't stand. So honorable mention to Detroit and Cleveland. Little Heidi was really, really excited about Heidi's 7 now. And she was really excited about a gymnastics move that she had learned. I didn't quite understand what she was talking about. So, is this a gymnastics thing? Like, yeah, come on. So really proud of those kids. The closest thing I have to kids. Really proud of all 3 of them. I'm not too happy about news that Penny was being influenced by the likes of Charlie Kirk, but that's a discussion for another time. So, all right. If we make another one of these today, great. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Oh, hey, we're back. So yeah, just got done helping my dad out. He is partaking in Thanksgiving right now. And watching some football. I told him, we were talking about the kids, how my nephew is into baseball and how he became a goddamn Dodgers fan. So you got me thinking, how do I feel about all 30 teams in Major League Baseball? All right, so let's go by division. So we'll start NL West, since I mentioned the Dodgers. So fuck the Dodgers. Giants, I am sort of indifferent on, although I like that 2014 series back. Padres, well, always liked that Tony Gwynn and French fries commercials. Is for Denny's. Yeah, I got traded for Sammy Sosa and some fries. That's my lasting memory of Tony Gwynn. And they're now the only team in San Diego, so they really are just a baseball town. So no disrespect to the Padres at all. Diamondbacks, I'm grateful they won the one World Series against the goddamn Yankees, and I'll get to those fuckers in a sec. But really not much to say about them. Rockies, Matt Holliday not touching home plate. It's been what, 20 some years, and he still has never touched home plate. So that's NL West. NL Central. Let's get the Cards out of the way. I respect the Cardinals as a baseball organization, but don't really consider myself a fan. My brother Joe, Grayson's father, is a big Cardinals fan. He's a big Ozzie Smith fan, and I get you on 85. Okay, Dinkinger did make the wrong call, and by the way, if you're going to overturn that call, you need because it was the exact same call that's cost Galarraga a perfect game. The exact same call. You have to overturn that one too. Yeah, you have to overturn both of them. So Dinkinger is only part of the reason the Cards lost in 85. The other part was they failed to show up for Game 7. So they could have won Game 6. You know, they could have won. And we're not even talking about the Royals after winning in 85. But yeah, what's done is done. Cubs. Absolutely no disrespect to the Cubs. I'm glad they were able to win a title after 108 years. Going without. 1 year later than Back to the Future predicted. Once again, thank you, Royals, for doing that. Yeah, but my overall disdain for Chicago as a city. I've never had a good experience in Chicago. I'm sorry. So, and I don't think I ever will. So yeah, I'm okay with it. Brewers, I appreciate their chorizo race with their sausage race with the chorizo and the kielbasa, but really not much to write home about with them, and the fact that they were owned by a commissioner of the league and for most of their history, I don't know what to make of them. Reds, they had their moments and everything, but I'm sorry, Pete Rose bet on baseball, and yeah, he's dead now. Just because he's fucking dead doesn't mean he's should automatically be considered for Cooperstown. I would not vote him. Simply because of the whole gambling thing. So, because that's serious shit, especially in baseball, you know. And Pirates, that's my dad's home team. Currently a shell of their past glory and all that. Oh, and fun fact, as a child, I actually got to walk on the AstroTurf at Three Rivers Stadium before a game once. So how cool is that? So I did Three Rivers. I did Old Bush. I stopped in the gift shop at the Current Bush. I think that's it on the National League side of things. American League, well, that's a little different. NL East, Braves, go fuck yourselves. But I don't hold nearly the same animosity as the other teams I mentioned. But I do think they do need to change their name. Seriously. Change the fucking name already. Marlins. No strong opinion about the Marlins, although it is interesting to point out that their 2 World Series wins came, 97, that was the year I graduated high school, and 03 was when I graduated from college. So if I ever do decide to go back for a master's degree, they'll probably win the World Series that year too. Who knows? Phillies, 1980. That's all. Also, Pete Rose, I believe, was involved with that. Mets, no strong opinions. No strong opinions regarding the Mets. If I were to choose between the 2 New York teams, they would probably be the one I would go with. Oh, and we did beat them in 15. So. Nationals, formerly the team formerly known as the Montreal Expos. Now the Washington Nationals. Well, first of all, Nationals. That was funny when they had the printing error on their jerseys. But good job on them winning a World Series just before this whole pandemic mess. For the most part, just keep doing what you're doing. I think they finally found the right team for Washington. But with expansion being talked about, for the love of God, consider returning the Expos. That was the coolest logo in baseball with the Montreal M. If you know, you know. American League now, so let's go east to west with these guys. So Yankees, fuck off. Seriously, fuck off. Sox, Boston Red Sox. Much respect for them. I remember one year my mother, I think at my behest, maybe dressed at the Green Monster at Fenway Park, which was pretty cool. For those of you who never met my mother, she was a very tall and large individual, and could have easily pulled off that costume in a way that I don't think many people would. So credit to them. The Blue Jays, they just lost the World Series. F them for that, but credit for winning 2 straight before the 94 strike. And now they're the sole representatives of Canada in the league. So good job there. Rays, we'll see long term what happens with them. Yeah, they did have to play this past year at a minor league ballpark because their current ballpark, they just finished the repairs to that roof. They got hammered in that hurricane last year. It's not a great venue, and they were talking about, getting a new stadium there in Tampa. So we'll see what happens there. So, but at least for the next year or two, they'll be back at Tropicana, and hopefully people start attending, because the Rays have been playing some pretty good baseball. Certainly after they dropped the devil part from their name. So, and the Orioles, fuck Angelos. That's it. That's it. AL Central, Royals. Let's get that team downtown already. All right, Washington Square Park, let's go. Fuck off with Asperia. That ain't happening. I've been by that site a couple times already, just doing DoorDash. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of building going on down there. None of it is for baseball. So we can fuck off with that one. And that would only transfer their current problems, being in the middle of fucking nowhere, to being less in the middle of fucking nowhere, but still on the edge of suburbia. And by the way, a lot of people don't want them there. They still need to be downtown, seriously. And if anyone's watching this and you're in the anti-downtown ballpark side of things, well, fuck off. Get off my video. Twins. No strong feelings about the Twins. I did see, their ballpark, the Target Field being built when I was in Minneapolis back in 2008. And thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad they're doing that. Target Field, of course, across something from Target Center, the home of the Timberwolves, which is connected to the Minneapolis Skywalk system. That's how you do that. And that's a cool system. If you ever get a chance to go to Minneapolis, check out their skywalks. Right? You can practically walk downtown Minneapolis whenever having set foot outside. Which comes in handy given Minnesota's reputation for cold weather and shit. White Sox, fuck off. That's it. No offense to President Obama and no offense to the current Pope. I know they're both White Sox fans, but White Sox can fuck off. Tigers can also fuck off, but to a lesser degree. And the same goes for Cleveland. But I will give the Guardians credit for changing the name. Because, they did the right thing, I think. Changing the name. And then let's get the AL West out of the way. A's, as a Kansas Cityan, I am aware that they used to be here. I know that's, and I'm also aware that Charlie Finley pulled a Stan Kroenke to get them out of town. So I am aware of that aspect of everything. And I'm also aware that they're currently homeless. They're in between homes and in between Oakland, getting ready to play in Vegas. But in the meantime, they're playing in Sacramento, another city that's, as the Kansas City United have some animosity for. Right? But overall, they showed the way for small revenue teams to be able to compete, not necessarily win, but at least compete. Right? Angels, F off, small degree, F off. Now, if I were to choose between the two LA teams, it'd be Angels over Dodgers, period. Get the Mariners out of the way. Still the only team to never play in the World Series. But respect the history. They had Griffey, they had A-Rod, they had Randy Johnson, Ichiro. Play there in August in Kansas City. And now we got to get the Texas teams out of the way to wrap things up. Rangers, fuck off. One, George W. Bush is a owner. Two, your old ballpark looks like a fucking penitentiary. More so than a ballpark. And, between the two, just F off with the Texas Rangers. But the Astros, so that's a stadium. That's a couple of other stadiums I could tick off. That been to the Astrodome, a couple of games there. Famously when Bagwell and Biggio were young and Biggio was a catcher, went there. And I got to step in the lobby of their current ballpark in downtown Houston. I guess that's my thoughts on all 30 teams in Major League Baseball. Alright, another one for today. So I'm at the mall, Oak Park Mall specifically. It's Mall Santa season, folks. Never mind that Thanksgiving's not for another couple of days. I already said the Mall Santa is here at the, which I have no problem with Mall Santas, but we wait until after Thanksgiving to do that, you know. And also Coca-Cola. What are you doing? What are you doing? Good morning, everybody. So, I'm taking a bit of a detour, i.e. a long way from getting to work. So this is officially not yet part of the Streetcar Authority's plans for a future line, but this is one that has been studied as part of a much larger study. This is the official name is something like Bi-State Renewable Transits Corridor, something like that. It's being done by the MARC, the Mid-America Regional Council, and we're only doing a portion of it that would include streetcar. I think the whole corridor should be streetcar or rail of some form, but unfortunately people don't listen, and it's only this small portion. But the corridor itself is large. At the western end is the Village West area, where you find the Legends Mall, you find Sporting Park, the Speedway, the minor league ballpark, and there in KCK, which is where I am right now, is KCK. And on the eastern end is downtown Independence Square area, Long Road, the Inn Cafe, the RLDS Temple, Truman's Library, all that on the other end. So that's a pretty big swath, but just this small corridor they're tagging for streetcar. There will be a meeting about this in a couple of weeks that unfortunately will not be able to attend because work, but we're going to go and explore this anyway. And bonus fact for Tales from the Interim, that the studio that we shot most of that is just down the, not this light, but the 2 lights down from here to our left is the studio that we used. Unfortunately, they've since shut down, but it was a pretty neat studio, and definitely got my money's worth for 2 days shooting there. So, and 2 very hot days shooting there. I don't know anyone else will images of was there, including friends to the podcast and all that. So, casino right here. You are saying that correctly. So this is downtown Kansas City, Kansas. We are looking for. Okay, this is the start. I'm on 7th Street, which before I-35 is Rainbow Boulevard. We're turning here because this would be the western terminus of this streetcar line at 7th Street in Minnesota. We have a transit stop right here to my right before we keep going. So we have KCK Public Library. So this is basically going to go from on Minnesota Avenue, heading east. And there's a reason I have to head east for this. I can't just exactly do this from the west for reasons that will be clear short. We have a convention center to my left, to my right. Unfortunately, they're closing this down, but there's a pretty neat little shop, grocery store right there. KU And this used to be the EPA to my right, where you see the bus right now. Used to be headquarters for the EPA originally. And then they stupidly moved out to Lenexa. So, Minnesota at 5th. So we're crossing, we're now looking for, looking for the West Bottoms. This is where shit gets really complicated if you aren't at all familiar with this part. So we gotta go south. I'm following the bus right now. And I got a goddamn ambulance. Ambulance. My soneth is deadeth. I'm sorry, that's a very old, one of my first campouts in Scouts. Yeah. So we're looking for James Street now, and this is okay. We're going away from this. Welcome to this little clusterfuck of a interchange. That's I-70 above us, and down here, the Kansas and Missouri rivers meet not too far from here. We'll go down this way, and we're going to James Street, which will take us into over the Kansas River, right here. So it'll be fun seeing the construction for this, but it'll go over the Kansas River right here. This is James Street. We're over the river. There's some tracks right here. The rivers meet somewhere to the left of me right now. And welcome to the West Bottoms. West Bottoms, technically part of it's in Kansas. We won't be in Missouri till we actually cross the state line road. And in the West Bottoms, it's pretty easy to tell where the state line is. It's the western edge of Kemper Arena. Here. Well, some of these places have seen better days. They've seen better days, but there's been a lot of revitalization around the West Bottoms, particularly around where the old stockyards were. Everything's Central Ave. Let's fix this goddamn bridge already. Been closed for years. A lot of bridges into KCK have been closed for years, not just that one. There's another one on the south side of Kemper that opens into Kansas Avenue. Then we gotta go over this bridge, which goes over railroad tracks, and then it'll become 12th Street. And this is why we have to go west to east, because 12th Street at some point is one way. The state line is about right here. And we're still in the West Bottoms. Kemper is to my right, or Hy-Vee Arena they call it now, but it's the old arena. So right here, you got a lot of development right in this area to your left in particular. Like haunted houses and really cool shit right there. We're still on 12th Street. This is, very steep incline. So steep that it's actually a double-decker bridge. So there's another bridge beneath this one into the hill. In the old days of the streetcar, they did have a bit of a subway here somewhere, and did go into a tunnel underground underneath downtown here. So, all right, so we're we're stopping here. Downtown loop exits. So you see 35 north to 70 and 35 south. I picked an interesting day to do this because you see one KC place, you can't see the top of it. The Tampa Pavilion building, you can't see the top of it. We will be passing both those buildings. This is this section of town right here is called Quality Hill. So there'll be another couple stops here. This is Pennsylvania Avenue. We're still in the Quality Hill area. Gotta wait for these guys. Alright. So yeah, this is not officially part of the streetcar plans yet, but he'll get there. He'll get there. We don't have much longer to go, unfortunately. Like I said, this corridor, the whole corridor really should be rail of some form. But no, they decided, let's be cheapos and dedicate to buses. So, alright. So, still going to Washington. And this is Broadway. Bartle Hall to my immediate right. That's the northern end of it. So this would more directly service Bartle Hall than what we have right now. If you saw my video from earlier. Having to walk a couple blocks. And the historic Foley Theater to my left. And then we have, after that is the Marriott Muhlebach across the Sky Bridge over there. And Barney Alice would be here to the Plaza area, which has currently been torn out. There's a parking garage underneath it that just got old, so they're tearing it out, rebuilding it, and I hope it's finished sooner rather than later, because that's my favorite place to park in all of downtown, especially when the Roos were playing up here at Municipal, and they have cool underground connections to these hotels and the convention center and Municipal. Yeah. Also another thing we'll be passing here is the Hotel Phillips, or not, because it's fucking closed. But where it's closed, yeah, this is Barney Alice, right here behind the barricades. This is the Marriott, and it looks like going around the Marriott. Ish. Gotta go. Live one-way streets in downtown Kansas City, and this is no exception. So, a couple notes here to my right here. That's the old Channel 9 studios before they moved out to Swope Park area. Is currently a YMCA. Another great parking structure right to my left here. Especially if you're going to the Majestic. That's the place to park right here, 10th and Central. So we're taking a little detour here because of the construction. Hopefully just one block. So we're at 10th and Central. We need to get back to 12th. So between Central and Wyandotte. Yeah, we can't. Oh. Yeah, 10th Street. This is the library over here. So you've seen the photos of the library with the cool photos. That's the parking garage, and that's right here. It's 10th and Wyandotte. You can see it's on your on the left there. The library is across the street from that. So you see the books, mural and everything. Parking garage. Across the street, the old bank building. That's the library. Alright, so we're going to wait for this guy with his heavy movement. Alright, we'll try Wyandotte again. burning gasoline or rubber or something. I'm pretty sure it's not from this car, from my car, but he never quite be sure. And I am taking it in tomorrow for brake work ostensibly, and I'll get footage of that. So tomorrow, that'll probably be my blog for tomorrow, is hanging out at the auto shop. Yeah, I got the fresh air coming in instead of the recycled air. I like doing that for some reason. And lately, in addition to that goddamn squeaking, which I don't think you can hear right now, you can certainly hear it when you step out of the car. I found out yesterday. Yeah, this burning smell, whether it's a burning oil or... Let's see, this is, yeah, closed it through traffic. Back to 12th Street, and this is the other corner. See, you see Municipal right there. So Barney House Plaza is right here. Usually, like I said, there's a parking garage on the one end, and I'll go ahead and go around you. That's okay. Alright, so back on 12th Street. So right here, Hotel Phillips, right here. That's I guess we'll find out the name of the bar real quick. That's there right now. It's called Tavernona currently, but it was once called 12th and Baltimore, and I fucking love that place. One can see the place to my right, formerly City Center Square to my left. Oh, yeah, we're at 12th and Main. This is Metro Center, where this line would meet the existing streetcar line. The Town Pavilion to your left, and P&L District to your right here. And I've got Max Bus sitting right next to me, and there's another bus sitting behind that even. So cool. Lightwell is what they call City Center Square now. When I was getting started and looking at possibly doing office space downtown, this is where I went, and they cited me over $1,000 a month for office rental, which sounds ridiculous to me, but if you're making they used to have a lot of cool shit to do. So Grand Boulevard right here, so major bus stop. Yeah, this portion of downtown, this is where your Max buses are to Troost and Prospect. The Sprint Center, or I'm sorry, T-Mobile Center is to my right here, a couple blocks. Very hard to miss. Looks like a giant tire on its side. And this portion is the one-way portion. This is Oak Street. So I think this is the courthouse to my right. That's City Hall. City Hall is going to be to my left. Right here. So City Hall to my left. Right there. I think this is the courthouse. Yeah, this is Jackson County Courthouse. I can't talk today. More courts and police to my left here. And unfortunately, this is where this line, we got the federal building right here. Welcome to East Village, folks. So ballpark should have been built right here in the first place. I don't know why they did the bait and switch with the old Star Printing Press, but this is where the ballpark should have been. I'm not turning the camera up, but you can see it's empty fucking field. And right here, this is East Village, and this is where this particular line would end at East Village. Transit to my right. Not much to talk about at all here. And I'm going to continue driving because I am on my way to Blue Springs for work. That smell is now gone, so again, must be something or someone I'm following. But I'll do it for this video. And yeah, we'll talk soon. How's everyone doing? So this is I'm in Blue Springs last time before the end of the month because I'm not coming here if I don't have to. I was told about this place a couple months ago. This is called Grounds Park in Lake Remembrance. I'm gonna turn around, let me show you the lake. Awesome. And that's I-70 right there. Alright. So I was told about this park and thought I'd check it out. And I did a couple months ago, just in fact, birthday weekend. I checked it out. I gave blood. Then came out here just to check out this lake on the recommendation of someone, let's just say, and I at that same first meeting I told her about the podcast, and she's been listening and told me her favorite episode was the Snowed In one we did with Amanda Stacy, and now she's insisting I go back and read her book, which, yeah, I'll do that. One of at least a couple of books I need to read from friends of the podcast, so include Leave It Like Lasso in that as well. So something really cool I want to show you guys, and probably best not to come out here late November when it's freaking cold. Alright. I got that. No swimming. Welcome to Lake Remembrance Public Fishing. See you at Blue Springs, Missouri. But there's something really cool I want to show you guys today. As they do a little bit of a snake here. Where's the head? That's where there's a head here. The one time I've been here. So, and some jabroni destroyed the sign too. So, oh boy. But yeah, you can see, if you're watching the video, you can see this, but if you're not, if you're just listening, there's a bunch of painted rocks along the side of this trail. I'm assuming little family remembrances, and hence the name of the lake. Oh, that's cute. So definitely check this place out if you are ever in Blue Springs. I guess that's it for now. So gotta do a couple things and do work, and it's the last time I have to work here, at least for this week, and it'll be the last time I'm out here during NaPodPoMo, so I thought I'd check this off. real quick. So, all right, one last look at the lake before I head out. And that trail goes around the lake, and it is quite the hike, but certainly worth it. Pretty easy, folks. Alright folks, still day 24, and it is now raining. There I am, so I'm going to drive through this shit. And much like we did a couple of days ago when I told you my thoughts on every single team in Major League Baseball, I thought, well, you already know my thoughts on every single team in football if you are a regular listener to the podcast. So let's do another sport. Let's do hockey today, NHL specifically. 32 teams, but I'm going to throw in 4 that no longer exist for whatever reason, because I like the logos so much. And we will just start with Canada, and I'll go alphabetical by state. So let's start with Canada first. We'll start with, let's go west to east, and we start with Vancouver, the Canucks. So I will admit I was not a Canucks fan when I first got into Canada because I'm not a Pavel Bure fan. All right, not particularly cared for that guy. So, but of course, in recent years, my edge has changed on the Canucks. I like the whale logo that they had. Lovable losers, I'm going to call them, because they got into the cup final but haven't quite won it ever. So that's Vancouver. Then we go next door to Alberta. And there are 2 teams we got mentioned here. The first is the Edmonton Oilers, and I've long said that I follow a team that Gretzky played for. Well, Edmonton was actually the team he played for when they got absorbed into the NHL, and they won a bunch of Stanley Cups there. So Oilers, and last couple of years they've gotten to the Stanley Cup final, only to lose to Florida. But much love and respect for the Oilers. The Calgary Flames, I actually own a Calgary Flame uni from the Theo Fleury era, and yeah, I will admit to being a Flames fan from time to time. I am not too crazy about Fleury's politics. I'm not too crazy about Fleury's politics, but he was a pretty awesome player. So that's Calgary. Then we go to Winnipeg would be next. So the Jets. No strong opinions about the Jets. Either form of the Jets, either the one that left for Phoenix or the one that came in from Atlanta. And should also one of the Flames also relocated to Canada from Atlanta. So, well, I'm on this tangent. NHL, can we please stop trying to make hockey happen in Atlanta? It ain't going to happen. All right? All right. So that's then we go to Ontario. So we're talking Maple Leafs. One of the original 6, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Longest Stanley Cup drought, the longest active Stanley Cup drought, and I think even longer than what the Rangers have put up with. So who knows what happens there. the Senators there. No strong opinions, although they're kind of like the Clippers, the NHL, but the Clippers in the finals. These guys always have. No strong feelings. And no strong feelings on the Montreal Canadiens, the Habs. And no strong feelings there, although it would be nice to see someone catch up to their 24 Stanley Cups. 24. And then here's the first of the ghost teams that I'd like to see back. The Quebec Nordiques. Cool name, first of all, Nordique. Nordiqus. And cool logo, too, with the igloo-shaped N and the hockey stick. Yeah, that's cool. I'd love to see that back. Unfortunately, they became the hockey cronkies, so we'll talk about in just a little bit. Now we go to the States: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. Okay, I know people want I know some people want the Coyotes back. Selfishly, I'd like to see the Coyotes back. Realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. I do own a Coyotes on the Chiquina jerseys from when they first moved to Phoenix from Winnipeg. And they just could not make it happen in Phoenix. So if they come back, great. If not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But, and they're kind of Gretzky team too, because Gretzky did at one point own a piece of the Coyotes and was actually their coach for a while. And that adage that great players do not make great coaches. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, that's your proof right there is Wayne Gretzky. So, California. This gets me to the team that I started my hockey fandom with, and that's the LA Kings. Again, Gretzky. They got to their first Stanley Cup final with Gretzky on their team. Didn't win it, but they got there, and they have since won 2 Stanley Cups. So that's awesome. And even in the LA area, they have the Ducks. Yeah, you guys named after the Mighty Ducks, the movies from Disney. And but they dropped the Mighty part. They dropped the Mighty part, and they win a Stanley Cup. Right? That's funny to me. But much love for the Ducks. Right? And then San Jose Sharks, also in California. No strong feeling about the Sharks, but in the California. Colorado, that's the Avalanche, that's the hockey Cronkies. Once again, fuck Stan Kroenke, and fuck anything he touches, with the sole exception of Arsenal Football Club, because they have to go through what we went through. Connecticut's honorable mention, Hartford Whalers. Cool logo and cool name, and referenced in Kevin Smith movies. Mallrats, they want to be Vancouver once, twice in a lifetime. Chasing Amy, they're a bunch of fucking. Who cares if I called her? Or if I called the Whalers a bunch of, in the privacy of my own office, and I'm self-censoring here. But yeah, immortalized in movies. Unfortunately, they too have also left, and I would like to see them run back. In their case, they went to Raleigh, North Carolina. So we'd love to see that level back. DC, the Capitals, Washington Capitals. Shout out to Ovechkin. Great. He broke one of Gretzky's records. I think it was the goals record last year, and still playing. All credit to him. And I really, they've had a couple of logo changes over the years. My favorite, though, was the Swooping Eagle. So, I like that a lot. But I also like that their colors are red, white, and blue, USA colors, which is appropriate for a team in DC. Are you listening, Commanders? That's Capitals. Florida, we've got the two teams. We got the defending champion Panthers. Good job. And then, no strong feelings there. I am fully aware of the whole throwing rats on the ice tradition, which is pretty cool. And they're plastic rats. But the story was Scott Mellenby killed a rat in the locker room before game once, and then scored 2 goals in that game. And they called it a rat trick as opposed to a hat trick, which for those of you who are not hockey fans, it's simply 3 goals in a game. In fact, they use that term in soccer too. So 3 goals in a game is a hat trick. And there's that goddamn squeak again. So again, good thing I'm taking this in tomorrow. Just take a look at that shit. And then Tampa Bay Lightning, 3 Stanley Cups. They won the last Stanley Cup before the one season got completely locked out, and then they won the 2 COVID seasons. But still, lots of respect to the Lightning. That's Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Blackhawks. You know how I feel about Chicago teams, and that's a team. You can keep the Blackhawks name, just have a black hawk as your logo, and just have a black hawk as your logo, and lose the Indian chief head. There you can keep. This is one you can keep the name, but you gotta change the logo. Seriously. Yeah, not really fair Chicago teams. That's just so Bruins. No strong opinions about the Bruins. But we got one of the original 6, as are the Blackhawks, by the way. No strong feelings about the Bruins. Next team, though, I do have strong opinions on. That'd be the Detroit Red Wings, and they can fuck off. All right. So yeah, Colorado, Detroit, fuck off. Minnesota Wild, no strong feelings. No strong feelings for the Wild. Missouri, okay, Louis Blues. That's one of my teams. That's a Bear Gretzky team. He played less than a season for the Blues, but it's still be seen around St. Louis from time to time. And this is another. I'll stop and give a shout out to the former KC Scouts. I wish they had a better logo. It's just the Scout statue at Penn Valley Park is their logo. They could keep that stylized KC. That was part of the logo and bring it back that way. Yeah, they listed all 2 seasons before I was even born, and are currently the New Jersey Devils. So yeah, the Scouts I would love to see back, but don't use the statue. And once again, Native American infantry. just use that stylized KC. Nevada. Okay, Nevada. Vegas Golden Knights. First year of existence. Stanley Cup Finals. Pretty cool. And then just a couple seasons ago, they won the Stanley Cup. That's pretty cool too. Not bad for a team that did not exist before this century. So good job. Good job for the Golden Knights. Jersey, and I mentioned the Devils. They've won a few Stanley Cups. Great players. Martin Bergeur immediately comes to mind. For them, he did finish as a blue blood league. Some characters on that team, and like I said, they were originally the KC Scouts, and they were the Colorado Rockies for a while, and all these stuff. Let's go. And New York, 3 teams in New York. So we got the Rangers, the last of the original 6. The last team Gretzky played for. They won the Stanley Cup in the 90s to break their curse, and with Messier and on their roster. And they haven't won one since. So not nearly as bad as their previous streak, and certainly not as bad as Toronto. Pounders, gotta give them respect for winning 4 straights in the early part of the 80s. But they are showing their for themselves now. And Buffalo, the Sabres, not a fan of that ownership group. Because they also own the Bills and bought Stan's lies. So not necessarily a fan of the Sabres. That's New York, North Carolina. Where? This would be your Carolina Hurricanes, the former Whalers. They did win a Stanley Cup after we went to Raleigh. I think they were the first Stanley Cup after that year that got wiped out with the strike. So no real strong feelings, but no very strong feelings about them. I like that nickname, Whaler Canes, with them. So, Ohio, that's the Columbus Blue Jackets. No strong feelings there. Pennsylvania, so we got the Flyers. First time I really heard about the Flyers was the Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror, the Forbidden Donuts, and the storyline of the 76 Flyers were part of Satan's jury when Homer tried to win Silverback. And then wound up having a donut for his head. Oh, but that's a sweet tasty. Interesting history with the Flyers to the Bradshaw goalie. The Penguins, once again, dad's from Pittsburgh, and have a fetish, if you will, with Pittsburgh teams. So they've won their fair share of Stanley Cups. Right on the view, Jaromir Jagr, who's still playing, by the way, just not in the NHL, still playing. Jaromir Jagr, Sidney Crosby, Malkin. So they've had their fair share of good players. Recently, fairly recently, like the last couple of years, bought up by the Fenway Group. So they share ownership with the Red Sox and Liverpool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool there. Of course, they stick with Pittsburgh black and gold. That's really see the Nashville Prayers. No real strong feelings there. Although you can't find this on YouTube, they did do an ad with the future Mrs. Kelsey. I was there at the game. She's based in Nashville, Music City. Texas Dallas Stars. I don't have any strong feelings about the Stars. I do know they've won a couple at least one Stanley Cup. I thought they probably should have won another. And not necessarily feelings about them being originally in Minnesota before moving to Dallas. Well, I guess if you're going to be a hockey team and you're going to move to any one Texas city, you might as well be Dallas, first north of the bunch. Utah, the Mammoth, Jets / Coyotes / one more 2 years at Utah Hockey Club. Get that weak shit out of here. Outside with that bullshit FC stuff in hockey. And now that the Mammoth, really no feelings. They're still classified as a club. So that was kind of a Cleveland Browns like situation. In 2 cases because they looked at the Jets name in Winnipeg, and now they're the Coyote name in Phoenix. Possible we're talking about started brand new. So interesting to see what happens. Washington, okay. Actual newest team, the Seattle Kraken. No strong feelings. And I've seen the memes and people think their logo resembles Trogdor. No, that'd be the XFL team, the Sea Dragons, resemble Trogdor. Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants. Burninating all the people's. I think that's all of them. Thoughts on current and past hockey teams? Hockey teams I would love to see return. I don't know if we will, but would love to see it in heck of a drive so far. Might do a couple more when I get home today. I'll talk soon. I'll let you guys hear what. And the guy behind me can fuck off because he's probably a little too close. Moving just fine except for that noise, and it seems to be directly impacting my fuel. When I was having my issues earlier this year, we identified a potential problem with a part in the fuel line, causing me to have erratic starts and everything. I'm wondering if this is the part that's causing all these noises. I guess we'll find out a little more tomorrow when I'm going to be in the shop tomorrow anyway for the free breaks. I'll get those for free while I have the points. It's still way too soon for an oil change. I just had an oil change earlier this month. I'm already close to the 3,000 miles, and yes, I'm doing 3,000, not 5,000, because I think 5,000 is how I got helped to contribute to the problems I eventually had with the old engine. So we're doing 3,000. I can do the free brakes and still have enough points for a couple more oil changes. So that's good. Just paying the tax on that. Right. So I am thinking that this is that fuel parts that we were talking about. And if it is, well, obviously we're going to wait until after New Year's. But get the check from the student estate, and just go from there. Because I think that's what's going on right there. All right, we've stopped, but he's here. Okay, my foot is on the gas. Here, I think that's the part that's causing that god awful moment. Still don't know what happened with the heads-up display with the map, but it's not affecting the listening to music or podcasts or anything. It is affecting my ability to look at that without having to turn on Google Maps. So we'll see tomorrow. I'm going to leave you with a little more of that sound effect. These idiots don't know how to drive. Bad enough that they don't know how to drive when it's dry, but it's fucking raining right now, and they still don't know how to drive. All right, good morning, everybody. Day 25. 5 more days to go after today. Here at Homer's Coffee Shop. Just getting ready to leave. My bank is right across the street, so I'm trying on my dad's shoes today, and the right one is way too loose. But anyway, wanted to do real quick today a response to a video I saw this morning. It was Terry Bradshaw, name that is quite polarizing in my family. My dad, being a Steelers fan, loved the guy. Mom, still loves the guy. Let's be honest, but Mom hated him to the point that we weren't allowed to say the name Terry Bradshaw around her. So. Anyway, found out that he was in St. Louis for an event, and actually took the time on St. Louis TV to apologize for us no longer having an NFL team. So, to which I say two things. One, Terry, you had nothing to do with that. All right, you're not an NFL owner, so you were not one of the 30 scumbags to make that decision. And number two, at the time you were echoing Stan's talking points of St. Louis being just a baseball town. All right, where was that talk? You know, where was the no, St. Louis is a great sports town and they deserve an NFL team. Where was that talk 10 years ago? Just want to get that out of the way. Say, anyway, I got errands to run. Talk again soon. All right. Well, some bad news. There's my car. It is currently in the shop, and it's going to cost me some more money. So that's the bad news. The good news is it'll be fixed within the next couple of hours, which gives me an opportunity to go up here to the Berg and Barrel, just around the corner here. So they are going to take care of that squeaking noise that we've been dealing with. Turns out that it's a combination of things, including pulleys and brakes and all that. So cost. And so unfortunately, I'm getting a couple deals and some fancy for that, but you got to pay that shit off. I started a GoFundMe when I had my initial paying down the car repair for the engine. Excuse me a sec, please. Okay, let's try this again. All right. So I'm currently at my shop, and there is my car. We are addressing that squeaking noise, and had to take out another loan to help pay for it. So what's going on? Yeah, it's a combination of things, but pulleys and brakes and wheel bearings are all involved here. And yeah, we're going to go and get that fixed, and it'll be fixed today as opposed to months from now, which is good. So, now that said, when I had to get a new engine over the summer, I'm still paying that down, by the way, so just add to my already existing car debt. I set up a GoFundMe to help pay for all this. So I will leave this evening. I'll leave a link in the description. So if you would like to help out, every little helps. Just even if it's just $2, you can help out. And this is the season of giving now. So you don't have to donate either. You could just share with your friends and everything. And I did get some insulting feedback from at least one person. And yeah, it's unfortunate that people think that way, but it is what it is. So, all right, I'm going to try and get some lunch here over at the Bird and Barrel. Of course. So the car's back. That squeaking noise is gone. It's going to set me back $2,000. So, all right. So later this evening, I'll just post the link to that GoFundMe if you want to help out with that. But yeah, here's what exactly they worked on. So client concerns brakes in cars making a squeaking noise. Well, the brakes I would have done for free, but apparently it's just brake shoes. But that's okay. So here's what they did. They did a diagnostic on the problem. Check. Okay. Remove and replace crankshaft pulley. Okay. Remove and replace wheel bearing. So that's an interesting one because the driver's side wheel bearing I did have replaced by a Hyundai dealership. So, and they did say at the time, keep an eye out for the other one. So here it is. We're replacing the other one. And that one they gave a small discount. And then last thing is front axle brake job, lifetime pads. So lifetime warranty on pads, which is awesome. And I got a discount on that one too. So yeah, man. So yeah, it cost me a lot, but saved a lot too. So of course, you got to charge for parts and labor, and that's going to eat up a lot. So So yeah, once again, just wait till this evening to post the GoFundMe. If you want to donate, fine. If not, all I ask is share it with your friends, and hopefully I don't get any lip from them. And this is another great example of why we need improved public transit. The streetcar, amazing. Let's get the rest of the fucking city. Let's get to the rest of the fucking area, dude. Yeah. Not saying every street should have the streetcar, because that's not practical or possible, really. But just the key thoroughfares like Metcalf Avenue, it can be done. It should be done. And certainly now that the Main Street extension is open and the Plaza stop is open, and that is a huge stop. No excuses. Just let's get shit done. Let's get shit done. Started from the plaza, go through the plaza, go through the plaza into Ward Parkway, and then Mission Parkway, Johnson Drive. You can have the first line terminate at the Mission Transit Center on Johnson Drive before Bradshaw and the 2-1 for Quivira to take care of Oak Park, the mall, the community college, and Edwards campus for KU, and then go one down Metcalf here, because it is essentially the main streets of at least Overland Park. So no excuses. Let's get this shit done, and I'm tired of our civic leaders being fucking cheapskates on things like transit. So, and yeah, and you may have noticed we may have two number 2 posts. So I'll just keep the latter of the 2, just for sanity's sake. So yeah, I'm going to stop by the house real quick. We're going to take care of a couple things, and then head to work. See if any packages came today that require my immediate attention, and we go from there.
This podcast is Uncalled For. It is hosted, produced, and edited by myself, Mike Chernovsky. Our opening music for the NaPodPoMo series is this podcast Uncalled For theme, NaPodPoMo intro, created at suno.com, suno.com. Our outro music is Open Door by Little Glass Men, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License. You can find their music at freemusicarchive.org. Our additional music includes No Frills Salsa Alternate by Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license, and Morocco Sting by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license.